Strategic pivot. Yeah. So I think my last company, and I think over here at Nira also, I mean, product market fit definitely is a journey, right? I mean, most companies or most early stage founders don't get to the right product on short one, right? So when we started Instacar, we started with an expectation that outstation was a big problem. Let's say for me to hire a taxi from, let's say, Bangalore to Mysore is still a challenge. I don't have a single button where I can book and then the taxi guy will show up. That was a big challenge. And I was facing that problem for a long time already. So I thought maybe, hey, this is the right proposition. The challenge with that particular proposition that we faced almost for 3 years was people need the taxi, they need a good taxi, they're ready to pay, but then the customers are not repeat. What happens is you might take 2 or 3 vacations in an year, and if the frequency is once in 4 months or once in 6 months, you don't remember the brand. You usually start looking up again. So every time I was acquiring a customer, it was not retaining. Even to acquire the same customer, I basically you had to spend more money. What we were trying was we needed more repeat business and something which is much more frequent also, versus let's say saying that something which is going to be less frequent. We experimented with a lot of strategies, lot of products, lot of iterations within the taxi space, and then one fine evening we thought, hey, maybe, I mean, airport is a big problem. Let's see how many people want to take up the airport rides. And then we started with this whole thing of 999 rupees guaranteed taxi. If the taxi doesn't show up, we pay for your next flight ticket. We said we only want to sell a bunch of 10 rides each. We are not gonna sell one ride. And then we thought, okay, let's see, let's roll out, let's see what happens. I think on day one, we ended up selling more than 500 rides in just couple of hours. And we realized, hey, this is a big problem. I mean, this was the thing that we were looking after. And then what also happens is, let's say if you're going from Bangalore to Bombay, you need a taxi to go to Bangalore airport. You also need another taxi on Bombay airport. And if you're going, you're definitely coming back as well. Most people usually are living in a particular city, right? So if you're coming back, then you need another taxi to get to Bombay airport, and then from Bangalore airport to your home. So one transaction is 4 rides, right? Which is creating the whole frequency that I wanted. Most people are also business travelers. So let's say in a situation like Bangalore airport, where most people are business travelers, they're usually traveling once a week. So every week I'm doing 4 rides per person, and 4 times in a month they are traveling. So I'm essentially doing 16 rides per person per month. Each ticket size, if it's 1000 rupees, I'm doing 16,000 of revenue per customer. This really changed our game. Um, from not having frequency at all to basically having a 16 time frequency per month was a big change for us at Nira, and things started flying massively. Like our spends on advertising was next to zero. Everything was just working on word of mouth because people needed those trustable taxis. We were just there in front of them.